Hello my sourdough queens and welcome back. So let's say maybe recently you purchased my dehydrated sourdough starter and you followed all the instructions to get it rehydrated, and now you have a starter and you have to feed her daily if she's on the counter or weekly if she's in the fridge. This is one of the most important parts of sourdough because if your starter is not active, we sadly can't bake with it. So let's get into it. This is my starter, Cecilia. I actually have her in like 3 big jars because she's grown so much and I've been baking a lot and of course selling the dehydrated starter. But I did put her in a more manageable jar just to show you. So I do have 3 mouths to feed, it feels like. But you can see the streaks because she has risen, she has fallen, she's hungry, and she's ready to be fed. I like to feed my starter equal parts of starter, flour, and water. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. Very simple. And all you need is a starter, a digital kitchen scale, spatula, or anything to stir with, and some paper towel. I'm gonna give you a big tip that's really important before we get into any of this. Do not put any of your sourdough starter down your drains. I heard that it could like harden and clog them, and we do not want that happening. So let's say anytime you're done using your spatula and it's full of starter, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take some paper towel, wipe it off in the garbage, and then you wash it. And then rinse out your sink with cold water so any residue doesn't harden. Please make sure you do that. Don't want any reports of clogged drains. Now let's get into it. Okay, turn on your scale and then you're gonna place your starter on it. Okay, now you're gonna zero it out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to empty this until I see minus 150. So a little tip for you is if you have any animals and you have dog poop bags, it's honestly like a great way to scoop some of it out. Then you can tie it up and put it in your trash because it's less messy, and I have to get something smaller to fit in there. I'm just gonna pour and put it back so I'm at that 50. Okay guys, today has been a long day already. What I'm going to do is I'm just gonna place this on the scale. I'm gonna zero it out. Okay, and then I'm gonna see how much starter I have. Okay. See, I still have way too much. I want to get it down to 50 grams. I've been growing this like I don't know what. So I'm going to zero out my scale again. Okay, I'm going to place her on. Going to zero her out. And I'm just going to pour in 50 grams of her. Okay. Close enough. She's at 55. So I'm going to discard this. Now you can save it for a lot of really good recipes. I'll get into that later, but let's get to feeding her. Okay, you're gonna hear me say this a lot, but I use bread flour just because I started with it and it's been great. So why switch? So this is my bread flour right here. We're going to zero out our scale again, and we're doing 111. So we're gonna do 50 grams of this. It's a bit messy, I know. Okay, tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna zero out my scale and I'm going to do another 50 grams of warm water, but not hot because we do not want to kill Cecilia, okay? Okay, so my scale is zeroed out. I have my warm water and let's pour in 50 grams. Okay, there we go. Now you can take away your scale. And you're going to take whatever you have to stir and you're gonna mix her up. She's going to be like a thick kind of pancake batter consistency, and that is okay, as you can see here. So we're just gonna keep mixing her up. Okay guys, so I gave it a good stir and you can see the consistency of it. So to break down everything we talked about, we discarded down to 50 grams. Then we added 50 grams of flour, bread flour, 50 grams of water, warm, not hot, stirred it up. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to cover it loosely so it can still breathe. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this classic cling wrap on it. That's how you do it. And that's what you're gonna do every day if you keep your starter on the counter and bake often. Then what we want to do is we want to see the progress of her. So I'm just going to mark her. Usually I use tape, but I'm going to use some marker today. See where she's 2. Okay. Can you see that little mark there? Okay. Great. Now it should double in the next few hours depending on the temperature of your home. So maybe I'll do like a little time lapse and insert it here of her doubling to show you how active she is. But I hope you found this video helpful. Any questions, please leave them below in the comments. And don't forget that my dehydrated starter is linked below. And I hope you join the community. Like and subscribe. Bye.